Dr. Weinberg is on the leading edge when it comes to plastic surgery. We had a moment with him at his Toronto clinic to find out what makes his approach to cosmetic procedures so special.
In terms of this clinic, really concentrate on breast augmentation and facial rejuvenation. Of course, start with injectables, and one of the biggest injectors in the province, of fillers and Botox, and of course, facelift, brow lift, blepharoplasty. So facial rejuvenation and breast augmentation are the two things that we do the most of here.
Just steps from Yorkville, you'll find Dr. Weinberg's beautifully appointed downtown location, where he welcomes patients for both surgical and non-surgical rejuvenation.
People having cosmetic surgery undergo it for various different reasons. In terms of somebody who has one breast, that's talk about breast bigger than the other, wow, that's hard. That's hard for a young woman to have one a lot bigger. Or it's hard for a woman who has two very small ones to fit into clothes, a bathing suit. So we do something natural. Somebody very small goes up a little bit, and it can totally change the outlook of their lives. It changes how confident they feel, how it changes the way they wear clothes, changes how confident they are with partners, and really is something that can be essential and look natural to make them feel way better about themselves. Another focus of the clinic is facelifts. Facelift is a great procedure for somebody who needs it. So we always start with those people with injectables, skin care, laser, so working on the quality of their skin. But for somebody who needs a facelift, who has jowling, who has a neck that's sagging, then the only thing that's going to work is a facelift. And if you do a facelift carefully, it's not such a big surgery, it's just skin really. It takes some time, you've got to be meticulous, but it can totally change the way somebody looks and totally change the way they feel about themselves.
I promised myself at a certain age, when the time was right, I would get a facelift. And last summer, I decided it was time, so I researched the internet and found Dr. Weinberg's office and a number of other surgeons. Spoke to Diane at the office, and right from the get-go she was really friendly and very welcoming, made me feel comfortable, so I made an appointment. If I were to get any further cosmetic procedures, I would see Dr. Weinberg in a heartbeat. He was the greatest, and I'm really pleased with the results.
I always wanted to be a doctor. My dad was a surgeon, so I grew up in a medical household. And when I went through medical school, I thought I was going to be a pediatric general surgeon. And then I discovered plastic surgery and realized that it was a very exciting field, mostly because it's not boring. Every day you do something different. Most other surgeries have bread and butter, but plastic surgery, every day is different.
Well, while doing my research on plastic surgeons for my breast augmentation, I found Dr. Weinberg. I met a girl who said if she ever had to get a nose job, she would definitely pick Dr. Weinberg. He came highly recommended from her, so I decided to go and meet Dr. Weinberg. I was very at ease, and the day of the procedure, Dr. Weinberg came in and he went through it again with me, and I wasn't nervous. It was a great experience, actually.
A lot of people have an issue with some part of their body, and they feel guilty about going to see a plastic surgeon or doing it for many reasons. I don't want to spend the money, I'm not sure, it's not safe, well, I don't know if I'm old enough, what about my husband, what about my kids? And for every person there's a different time and a different reason to do it. But lots of people are doing it, and it's very safe now. These are standard procedures. That's all we're talking about. And it's okay to do it. I always tell people, they come in here and they're looking guilty in my office. I go, just walk outside into the waiting room. There's usually 8 or 10 women in the waiting room. And I say, they're all here for the same reason. They come back, they go, phew, I'm ready. So it's a common something. And if you pick your right surgeon, you do it for the right reasons, and you're healthy, then you'll be just fine.
Take a moment and book a consultation at either of Dr. Weinberg's GTA locations. For the Toronto clinic, dial 416-207-9090, and for the Mississauga location, dial 905-273-3045.
or visit them online at www.michaelweinbergmd.com.